Yo, what's up, fam? DJ Cam. I'm just back again for another episode. I want to enlighten you guys and shed some knowledge on a certain topic as far as mobile DJ event services that I think needs to be touched up on, and that is when meeting with your client, how to properly engage for a successful event from start to finish. So I just like to put it out there and explain a little bit how I do it. So when someone contacts me and they want me to DJ their event, right out of the gates, basically I have a flow sheet, an intake sheet is what I call it, of the basics of when the event is, what type of event, how many people. There's a few general questions that need to be asked, and after that, you close your mouth and you listen to the client speak. They're going to tell you all the specifics as far as where it's at, what time this person's getting here, the cake's being cut, what type of music after everyone eats, from the ceremony to the, from the wedding ceremony to the to the party afterwards. They'll be able to fill you in with all the questions that you have. So as long as you learn to just listen, they're going to tell you everything you need to know. And then it's your job, after your client's done speaking, for you to follow up with specifics. What I like to focus in on is not overloading the client with all types of questions. I take down the basics. I fill in the gaps of essential info, and what I like to do is then take the next step if it's a match, and meet them at a local Starbucks. That way, it does a few things. Number one, I walk in with my contract in hand. Number two, it breaks the ice right out of the gate, and it shows if it's going to be a good match for me and client. Three, just being in person and meeting individuals, it creates an atmosphere that's so much more efficient than via text or phone or email. So and it allows for more in-depth discussion on the specifics. Once I feel that the individual is pretty much sold on booking me and they want my services, what I like to do is go through an hour-by-hour template timeline of events for that event right out of the gates. And a lot of times it does two things. One, it opens up communication, and it shows that first and foremost, I run a professional DJ event service company. Number two, it allows the client to actually think, that's right, like we need to cognitively walk through these events and fine tune, the songs from the first dance, the cake cutting. What song are we gonna need when we walk out, when he introduces us? Bride and groom. Are we gonna have just generic one song and everyone comes out, or we could do something custom where everyone picks a certain song and there's gonna be a 20-second snippet after I announce each couple as they walk out, really honing in on the idea that they want for their event. So it's just like that. It's in depth, hour by hour, transition from intros to jazz to everyone's done eating. Okay, everyone's comfortable. Social hour. It's let's pick up the music a little bit. Jump right into speeches, cake cutting ceremonies, time to party. So I like to map out the entire evening for my client and solidify that. So that's a little bit how I do it, and by doing so, it helps map out two things. One, how the evening is going to unfold for you, and two, it allows better communication on the client side, so you guys are both on the same page. So it helps on both ends. So it's a little bit how I do it. And anything else, any other specifics that are going to come, they're going to be on the fly. So at least you got the basics taken care of. That's a little bit how I do it. And again, each event is going to be a little bit different. You're here to get those people that are going to come with wacky requests, and they're coming. The song requests, they're coming. Question is whether you're going to ignore them or you're going to try to fit in a fast song when it's a slower BPM for the night. The bride's sister that's going to ask for special request, how you're going to pull it off. So what I like to do, to be honest with you, is to see what the bride and the groom, what do they want, or the host wants. If they're open for taking requests, then try to work them in, is option A. Option B is get them all out of the way early in the night. All the bangers, the top 40, all the music that's hot, that's playing on the radio and the satellite, music, satellite TV, all that. All those bangers, they're going to request. You want to save those for primetime hour, because that's what's going to make people want to get on the dance floor. When you mix those suckers in, you do not want to be playing them early in the night. You don't want to waste them, because trust me, once they're gone, you don't want to have everyone on the dance floor ready to be turned up, and you already play them at 6-7 p.m. and then you're questioning having to play them again the second time for the night. That's not a good look. So just be cognitive of that, DJs out there. Save them. Save your playlist. Save your good ones. You can slide in a few, to get the crowd, going and get a buzz in the air and mix them in the right way, But as far as the majority of your good music, save them for prime time. That's why I like to call it prime time. That's pretty much it, fam. Any other questions? Please go ahead and like, subscribe if you haven't already. Any other questions, go ahead and drop them in the link below. Until again, this is DJ Cam. Peace.